Alright, I've started having a look at the axle and drive flange. There's the axle and drive flange slot. Okay, now I've got the bolts out of the drive flange. Alright, it appears the whole axle's coming out with the drive flange. As you can see, a lot of muck in there. Quite a bit dirty. Alright, I've given it a bit of a wipe off and now we can see the massive 52mm lock nuts, which I don't have a socket for. Okay, I've just taken these bolts out of the back of the disc brake. Alright, now that I've got the disc caliper off and sitting down there, I'll be able to attempt to undo these massive lock nuts and get that lock washer off and get that hub off. This is what you're left with after you slide off the hub. It's actually called the stub axle. Okay, now we've got six bolts here holding the stub axle on. Let's remove those and remove the oil seal out of the stub axle. Once you've got your stub axle bolts removed, the disc brake mount removes as well. Take that off, and your stub axle should just come off with a bit of push. Bit of gook and a bit of oil and a bit of muck in there, which will be good to clean out. And in here, that's your oil seal. Now if you're converting to oil lubricated bearings, you're going to want to remove that oil seal and not replace it. So this is what the inside of your hub will look like once you've wiped all the grease out. That's the bearing inside cup or whatever you call it, and that is the other one on the other side. There's one on each side, and you can use a chisel and a hammer, put it down on the inside edge there and knock it out. Same under this one. And then you can knock the new one in, or you can use a bearing press if you've got access to one. So now we'll just put the new bearings in and slip it on. Okay, so before your new grease seal goes in, you need to put your new bearing in. Let's just drop that in. There we go, beautiful. Now we can put our new grease seal in that way down. Alright, now you've slipped your new hub back on over the stub. There it goes. Okay, don't forget to put this baby on. Supposed to put it back on the same way it came off, so if that was on the bearing side when you took it off, try to get it the same way around. So that goes back on before you know. Okay, now if you don't have that big socket, obviously now you're going to have to put it back on the way you got it off with a chisel. And there you have it, you're all done. You got your lock washer locked down both ways, and you're ready to reinsert a new axle and a new drive flange. And this is the heavy duty style drive flange now fitted. This is the drive flange that allows you to do the oil type lubricated bearing setup. Got the big cap on the end to keep the oil in, I guess. No more rubber cap deteriorating and falling off all the time. There we go. Voila!